Okay opening lines. He had everything. Power, wealth, respect. She had nothing. Except the courage to smile through life's storms. They met at a revolving glass door. Two worlds collided, one from the top floor, the other guarding the entrance. No one believed their story, but love isn't about status, it's about soul. Stay with us till the end. Because this story will prove that when the heart speaks loud enough, even society has to listen. Before we begin, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Everyday Grace, where kindness, courage, and love find a voice. Let's dive in. The man in the suit and the woman with the KYS. Ryan Blake was the kind of man who could make billion-dollar deals over breakfast and fly to Paris for dinner. At just 34, he was already the CEO of one of the fastest growing tech companies in the country. Charismatic, disciplined, and always 10 steps ahead in the boardroom, but none of his accolades could silence the loneliness that echoed in his penthouse every night, every morning. As he arrived at the office building, a security guard would open the door for him with a respectful nod and a smile. Her name tag read Maya. At first, Ryan didn't pay much attention. Just another polite employee? Doing her job, but one rainy morning changed everything. The storm had flooded half the city. Ryan's usual driver canceled. Frustrated, drenched, and late, he walked into the building only to find Maya standing at the door with an umbrella. She held it over him, silently, no expectation. Just kindness. Thank you, he said, surprised. Aren't you freezing? She smiled. Rain comes and goes, sir, but being kind it stays. That moment stuck with him. The next morning, he brought her a hot coffee. A week later, he stayed back a few minutes to talk. By the end of the month, Ryan Blake, the man with no time for anything personal, was waiting to catch glimpses of a woman most people walked past without noticing. Conversations. Beyond the LOBBY, Maya was unlike anyone Ryan had ever met. She read poetry in her breaks, fed stray cats outside the building, and took care of her little brother with special needs. Her father had passed away when she was just 16, and she'd been working double shifts ever since to support her family. What struck Ryan wasn't her struggle. It was her strength. Her optimism was contagious. He started joining her for short tea breaks in the parking lot. People noticed. Whispers began. Why is the CEO talking to the guard? Must be charity. Or a phase. She's after his money. But Ryan didn't care. In Maya, he had found something money could never buy: peace. When feelings bloom in SHADOWS. One evening, Ryan offered her a ride home. She hesitated, then accepted. They talked for hours in his car about dreams, fears, childhood memories. That night, nothing romantic was said, but everything was felt. The next week, he invited her to dinner. Not at a fancy restaurant. Just a small, hidden diner she mentioned once loving as a child. There, under dim lights and between shared laughter, Ryan realized he wasn't falling. He had already fallen. Society says a no. When the news broke, paparazzi photos of Ryan walking Maya to her security booth. Chaos followed. Board members called emergency meetings. His own mother, a proud socialite, visited unannounced and said coldly, "She's not one of us, Ryan." Even Maya, heartbroken, pulled away. "I don't want your life to get harder because of me," she whispered, tears brimming, but Ryan wasn't a man who bowed to pressure. He called a press conference. The media expected a denial. What they got was something else. "I love her," he said. "Not because of what she earns or how she dresses, but because when everyone else looked away, she looked at me, the real me." Choosing love, nitrogen monoxide matter, the COST. The backlash was brutal at first. Ryan's stock took a temporary hit. His board tried to push him out. Some investors pulled support, but others stepped in. Not because Maya changed the company, but because Ryan changed. He became more grounded, more human. His empathy inspired new policies, mental health support, better employee benefits, kindness campaigns. Maya, too, didn't stop working. She continued her shifts until Ryan officially promoted her to head of corporate welfare, a role she filled with grace. The same people who once mocked her now respected her. The wedding nobody expect. They didn't marry in a palace. Instead, they chose the community hall where Maya used to volunteer as a teenager. Guests included CEOs and janitors, socialites, And street vendors. Ryan gave a short speech. I fell for her when she held an umbrella over me. Not because she needed to, but because she wanted to. That day I realized love doesn't care about floors or salaries. It cares about soul. The ending message. So the next time you think someone is beneath you, look again. Maybe they're standing beside you in ways you've never seen. Because sometimes the richest hearts wear the humblest uniforms. If this story moved you, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Everyday Grace. Let's keep sharing stories where love, kindness, and courage rise above judgment. You never know, your one share might give someone the strength to fight for their love.